Hey there, guys. It's me. And I'm here with a bit of an explanation on what we did in Pokemon Green here. This is primarily a test for my new microphone. It's an outstanding microphone. It is a Samson C01U professional condenser. Big thanks to everyone who watched our stream and donated. It's a massive help, and hopefully I'll be able to keep putting out, content consistently to make use of it. But anyway, this is Pokemon Green, which was released in Japan in 95 or 96, and what I'm going to demonstrate is what is called the Dokokashira glitch, or the where is it or where am I glitch. This is a glitch that was discovered by the Japanese Pokemon website, Pokemon Bug, not long ago, actually. It's fairly recent. It's very similar to the tweaking glitch, or the surf glitch, present in Generation 4, which is Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, which allows you to kind of tweak the game's memory and allows you to get outside of the map, letting you teleport around, go to different places, all depending on what number of steps you've taken since you triggered the glitch. Now, of course, like I said, I'm going to be taking Bulbasaur for this particular playthrough. This is this exact same video as was the quote-unquote Let's Play. Yes, some people didn't understand that was a joke. The term Let's Play, I wanted to make it seem like I was doing a normal Let's Play of Pokemon, but then in the last 30 seconds or so, the whole game kind of exploded. Basically what you do is, the whole early part of the game is mostly the same. A lot of people do pick Hitokage. Sorry. Reading katakana isn't really my strong point. I haven't used it in a long time. But that's just because Charmander here is both the closest to you when you are done talking to Professor Oak, and has the highest base attack when you first get him, so this Gary fight ends very quickly. And in a lot of Pokemon speedruns, this fight right here is the big thing that gets in a lot of people's way, because the Gary fight is actually kind of luck-based. Because, if he uses Growl a lot, then your attack's going to be lowered, which is going to make it take longer and take more turns, because he's going to be wasting turns with Growl, and you're going to be wasting turns because you're not doing as much damage. So this is where a lot of speedruns get hung up. I know that there have been tool-assisted runs of this game that have gotten it down to under 4 minutes simply by using save states to ensure that this battle plays out perfectly. But just like in the normal game, this fight really isn't a problem at all. Win, lose, draw, it still works out exactly the same way. So Gary's going to leave, and we're going to make our way back outside into Pallet Town, and then north, just like usual. We can pass here because we have our Pokemon, in case you didn't know that. And we're actually going to talk to this aide from the Pokemon Mart. He or she, it's a little ambiguous, gives us a potion. Now, this potion, or a potion, since you can get this one, or you can get the one out of your PC in the beginning of the game, either one works, is absolutely vital to doing this sort of speedrun tactic. Also, not walking into ledges is a vital speedrun tactic. You're going to go into the shop, and you're going to get Oak's parcel, again, just like normal. And this item right here, the second item you get in your inventory, is the big selling point for this run. Because now we're going to head back down into Pallet Town, just like usual. But before we get there, we have one small thing to change. And you'll see it right after I jump off this ledge. You have to open your inventory, go to your items, hit select on the second item, and then press B twice. Now what happens is, the game still thinks that you're trying to move that item. So now that you're in the fight, you go to your Pokemon, you hit A, and the game tries to switch your Pokemon with your item, which breaks your game. Go back into the attack menu so the game still knows that there's a Pokemon there and doesn't kill your game. And now you take a few steps. If you see Professor Oak, if you see Professor Oak standing outside of the house, then you know you did it right. And you'll see that Professor Oak's house is a little messed up. Down here on the right, you'll see that there are, random tiles outside of the boundaries of the map. And yeah, that's how you know that you've done it right. There are a lot of different ways that you can teleport around the game using this glitch. But if you'll see that I'm taking, step by step, that's because I'm counting out. You want to be between 83 and 87 steps. No more, no less, because if you do more or less than that, you're going to be teleported all around the world. You can be teleported outside of the power plant, outside of Viridian City. But if you do it right, you'll end up here. You'll see that there are random tiles here, and they do act like normal tiles. You can't walk on them, but you can surf on them. You'll go into the Pokemon Center. That resets your step counter. And then if you walk straight along this wall, and then down straight along this wall, you can come around into the shop. That teleports you behind Lance. And now, because you haven't beaten Lance, the fight with Gary doesn't trigger, and you can talk to Professor Oak, and you are technically done with the game. And technically is the best kind of right. So, this only works in the Japanese version of Pokemon Red and Green. It does not work in the re-release Pokemon Blue. But if you can get your hands on a copy of this game, you are more than welcome to try it out for yourself. Actually, this is going to sound a little nerdy, but I find this to be actually a pretty cool party trick. You can do this if you have friends who are like, oh yeah, I like Pokemon, I remember playing that as a kid. You can be like, oh yeah, well, do you want to play Pokemon right now? And then you can show them this, and they'll be like, whoa, how did you figure that out? Or, more likely, they'll be like, whoa, you're such a nerd, why do we invite you to these things? I love the credits music for this game. Even though this particular copy has its sound chip kind of messed up, it still sounds good. I still like it. All the music in this game, really. I'm a big fan of video game music. If you can't tell already, I've said that in pretty much every video I've ever made. That, X Levels music is really good, or Y Games music is really good, but just all of video game music is good. If you don't own any video game soundtracks, go do it. I recommend Halo, Mega Man X, Pokemon. But yeah, that's the credits. And there you go. Go ahead and impress your friends with doing the Dokokachira door glitch. And if there are any other neat Pokemon glitches you'd like me to show off, make sure to say something, and I will definitely do that. The end.